Welcome to the Richest Man in Babylon summary. This is Chapter 1, The Man Who Desired Gold. You can view the playlist for the full series of videos. What's the story summary here in The Man Who Desired Gold? A Babylonian chariot maker named Bansir sits sweating beneath the sun, not working. He sits pondering, which unnerves his wife, for his family is low on food. Bansir and his family are what you might call middle class. As he sits, Bansir can see the trains of slaves carrying water towards the famous Hanging Gardens. Bansir is approached by an old friend, Kabi, a traveling musician. Kabi jokes that Bansir must be doing so well financially that he doesn't need to work. He then asks Bansir to share a little money with him, promising to pay him back swiftly. Bansir replies that he has no money, and the reason he's not working is because of a dream that he had. In that dream, he and his family were wealthy and content. Waking from this dream, Bansir was moved with deep frustration. For why should he and his family, who work so hard and are yet so financially meager, while others who work just as hard or less enjoy the lavish living of the wealthy? Kabi agrees and shares in the frustration. Bansir then references the slaves and makes the point that the lives he and Kabi live are hardly much different than the lives of the slaves. For slaves live and work all day for no gain. So likewise do Bansir and Kabi. They both work and yet produce no noticeable gain. Bansir then suggests that the two of them meet up with their old friend, Arkad, who is purported to be the richest man of Babylon. He, like them, was not born into wealth nor inherited any fortune, yet somehow Arkad has achieved all that Bansir and Kabi desire, but lack. Kabi makes the point that Arkad's wealth is not in how much money he has, but how much money he makes. Income, rather than a fat purse, determines wealth. Bansir suggests it costs them nothing to seek the counsel and advice of others. The pair set off to make an audience with Arkad and learn what they can about how to build wealth. So what are some of the key financial principles in this chapter? Working without growth and progress is tantamount to living a life of slavery, where you work only to sustain those that you give your money to or your effort to. Wealth is not simply measured by the amount of money we have, but by the amount of money that we make. It costs nothing to seek counsel in financial matters. Seek out trusted friends and proven sources for knowledge and learning. All right, so how do we take these core financial principles and apply them to ourselves now? How do we apply these principles to our lives? If you're feeling like your financial life is getting nowhere, if you feel like you're a slave to your career, making no progress, you are not alone. Many other industrious, ethically minded, honest workers feel the same way. You may be working hard, doing multiple jobs and so forth, but simply working hard is not enough. You have to know what to do with the money once you get it. When seeking guidance from friends or other sources, be sure that the source is credible. Bansir and Kabi did not go to their likewise destitute neighbor for financial advice. Rather, they went to Arkad, a man who obtained great wealth of his own accord. Seek counsel from proven and wise sources. That's the end of this chapter's summary. You can either move on to Chapter 2 summarized, or you can watch the Chapter 1 discussed video that goes into more depth. Thanks for watching. As he sits, Bansir